Holy crap! We reached 1K! That's crazy! Anyway, like I've been saying for the past few videos, I have wanted to do a Q&A for the 1K special. So some of you guys have submitted some questions for me in a community post that I had up. Yeah, you guys asked a lot of questions, so I'll be answering all of those. Also, for the 1K special, I decided to draw my guy, my character, my mascot, if you will, in 10 different art styles, just so you guys have something to watch in the background. It was either that or Marvel Rivals competitive footage. That would have sucked. Anyway, these drawings took me hours to do, so let's start with question 1 from Enthusiastically Dry. My guy, this dude comments on every video. He's fucking amazing. I always get excited when I see his comments, so let's see what he says here. Could you put me first so all the fans in the future can see this comment before their attention span runs out? No. Next question. What was your favorite YouTube channel you used to look up to or still look up to this day? Definitely Oni Plays. They are the reason, I'm pretty sure they're the reason this channel exists, because I started like watching them in 2019, and that's basically what made me want to go, yeah, I kind of want to do something like this. But if we're talking about like way back when I was a kid, definitely PewDiePie and Vanoss. If you guys have watched him, he's a bit old school, but not really. Anyway, I think I got my taste for like cinematic skits from Vanoss. Like, I definitely stole that from him. Like, I imprinted on that like a baby duck when I was a kid. And with PewDiePie, even with his recent stuff, like it inspires me. He started a book club recently, which I thought was cool, and it's a cool way to like interact with his community, and it's stuff like that I want to do. So yeah, those are my goats. Also, Berleezy, I love him. If I don't know what to play, I go on his channel. A little cheat, a little life hack for you there. Anyway, that question was from xxx_skullboy06_xxx. Anyway, before we get into the next question, my art style here is highly stylized. Like, I don't put this much effort into my thumbnails, so it might look a little different from what you usually see, but when I do put effort in, and I should be putting more effort in, it looks similar to this. This is me at maximum effort. Next question is from Your Tsuchino Bro 2025. What caused you to come up with the idea of your Akira character? I enjoy the design. Always wondered if it was inspired by something. In terms of the art style that I use, it's a little all over the place. You can see it's like closer to anime proportions, but it's also like kind of inspired by, you know, the old Cartoon Network shows that I used to see. But a character that's always inspired my guy here is Naoto from FLCL. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. Great anime, let me tell you. Watch it. It's only 6 episodes. It's so good. In fact, all of FLCL basically influenced the style of the channel from like the intro. If you watch the intro and you watch FLCL doesn't have an intro. It's more like it's an outro. If you watch the outro of FLCL and my channel intro, you'll see some similarities. But aside from that, his clothes and like overall look is just how I try to present myself in real life. Like, that's just the shit I wear. Next question comes from Slim Shady Cat, my goat, my guy, Slim Shady Cat. How did you learn to draw like this? And will you make the thing on YouTube that people pay you monthly and they get some things to use on YouTube? I'm assuming you mean, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's like a special subscription and you get to have like stickers and stuff. I'll answer the first question. How did I learn? I'm self-taught. I never got drawing lessons, at least professional drawing lessons. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I just never stopped. I like to look at other artists and try to collect ideas in my brain, then I try to pull them off, and sometimes it's not always great, but you know, with enough practice I get better and better results. So yeah, in terms of paid, like, exclusive content and stuff like that, maybe I'll start. By the way, this regular show drawing is so ugly, my god. Anyway, maybe I'll start a Patreon in the future. The paid YouTube subscription thing is cool too, I guess, but as of right now, YouTube isn't even paying me yet, and I don't have that option yet either, to have that exclusive subscriber stuff. Since right now it's easy to talk to you guys in the comments, because, you know, 1,000 subs is still pretty manageable for one person to respond to. Maybe a Patreon only Discord could be good, you know, when the channel gets bigger. Stuff like monthly sketches and behind the scenes videos, because a lot goes on in the background. That would be nice to show off as well, so you guys know how the sausage is made a little bit, and maybe it'll inspire people to create videos as well. I don't know. Also from Slim Shady Cat, the next question is, do you have an animal, like a cat or dog? I have a dog. She was just whining in the background because she wants to come in or something. I don't but yeah, yes I do. She is a Mastiff Staffy mix, I think. Her name is Margot, and she's beautiful. She's often heard barking in the background of my videos, but that's okay because we love her, right? We love her, she's great. From Crispy Cornflake, will you ever run out of material for the Yap sessions? Please don't. Don't worry. There is no way I can run out. I love the Yap sessions I do in videos. I feel like they interrupt the flow a little bit, but maybe I could make a different video altogether, to, you know, not interrupt my actual gameplay, like a Jaden Animations type story time, instead of me just standing still and telling a story like I did in like I did in the first mouthwashing video. Yeah, I just stood still for like 15 minutes telling a story. But I will never run out of stories. In fact, I have a list on my notes app that has a bunch of IRL experiences I still need to tell, and it's a long list. Another thing is, I'm always making new memories IRL, like the one I said, like the one I told back in the mouthwashing video. That story was not that old, so no, I feel like I'll never run out of random shit to say. So yeah, Yap sessions might become their own thing. There might be a Yap session series where it's just fully animated. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. From rdog4485, what is your goal on YouTube? I don't really know. To grow a decent community, I guess. Just a community full of decent people that aren't like really bad. Like, don't you hate it when it's like, oh, I like this YouTuber, but their fan base sucks. I don't want to be that guy. So I need you guys to behave, okay? That's really it. I just like the community, honestly. So my goal is just to keep that up, basically. From Beyondu. Beyondo. Anyway, do you know about Project Moon? I didn't before this comment. I understand now that it's a video game, but honestly, the name Project Moon made me think it's like a government conspiracy or some shit, but yeah, I do now. Next question is from Microphone7868. How long have you spent creating content on the internet? Because you have pretty decent production quality and camera presence, or mic presence, I guess. First of all, thanks. That's cool. Glad to know I have mic presence. And this came from the microphone as well. That means a lot. And second, not long at all. Like I said, I only started this channel like this year, but I guess technically I have been creating content since I was like 14, because I used to make YouTube videos for me and my friends to watch. They're just gaming videos, but it was never really for the public to see. I remember I used to record us playing GTA 5 Heist after I saw Vanos do it with his friends. That's also where I learned some basic editing. What else did I do? Yeah, I made Overwatch videos. And we even started like YouTube beef among our friend group because we were beefing over who was the better Genji. Oh my god, those were the days. So we made edits, I guess, to show off how good we are, like Genji montages. I was the better Genji, by the way. I guess 14 technically, but this channel only started it, I think, March or something. So yeah. From Ramu Zelti, will you ever play Rec MP multiplayer My Summer Car, basically, and or visit Ernesto's grave in front of the church? I think so. I think I should do that. That's a really cool idea. That definitely sounds like a future video, so yeah, I think I will. Next question is from Bruh I'm Weirdo. Will there be a Discord server? Maybe. I know I said I'd love to have a better way to communicate with you guys, and Discord is clearly the way to go, but I see so much like fucked up shit happening in Discord servers nowadays, especially involving the audience of certain YouTubers, that the idea is kind of driving me away. I mean, in a perfect world, it's a hard yes, but because of the stuff that happens online with predators and such, it makes it hard to just start one, you know. This next question comes from Mayari Verse Games. Where is your sister? Why hasn't she been uploading? Can she be in more videos? Thanks, Big I'm a Fan. Okay. Anyways, she's been doing her own thing. I believe she will come back soon, but probably not. Hopefully she does that, but yes, she's always welcome in my videos. Next question from Error Text. What got you into content creation? Like, what was the goal or inspiration? Love the content. You really bring life into everything you play. Thank you. I know I've already kind of answered this question, but I'm going to use this time to list off like more people that inspire me, I guess. Okay, so I have notes for all the questions, like just notes on how to answer each question. For some reason here it says Hideo Kojima. He's not a YouTuber. But yeah, Nikki Jakey, Burleezy, Cartoons, Afro Senju, Papa Meat / Meat Canyon, and Wendigoon. And I guess what got me into content creation technically was my sister. She started her channel first, and then I started mine. Started making my own stuff. So really, we have her to thank for this. Alright, next question comes from Vesley Win 5957. How are you so yummy wumpy diddy daddy? Diddy? Next question. Not Benjamin 1570. Dude's old. Damn. You like to hawk Tua spitting on that thing, perhaps? Yep. Next question. You know what? Let's take a break from the questions. I need to talk about this fucking artwork. I think the Scott Pilgrim one I did, this one that you're watching right now, is the most like the art style. Like, this actually looks decent. And you'll see in the end, I even add like chromatic aberration and like noise and stuff, and it ends up looking pretty good. I also think I got the highlight in the hair right. It's not that hard, but I don't know. This one's the most like the actual art style. From Winder Willing 6782. What game actually got you into gaming? My very first game was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The perfect first game for a 4-year-old that doesn't know English, so I didn't progress past the village. But yeah, Zelda. And I guess what got me into PC gaming was Minecraft and Gmod. Courtesy. Gmod was courtesy of Vanos, honestly. I wouldn't have found it if it wasn't for him. Question from Sestra? When you were in the Philippines, what was your favorite food to eat? Well, considering I still live with my mom, I have Filipino food pretty regularly, like every dinner, which means the food I end up missing is the stuff she doesn't make, like the street food. So stuff like kwek kwek and taho, especially taho. Oh, I miss taho so much. I like it. I miss the warm syrup. Oh my god, everything about it, the way it like melts in your mouth. You like suck it through your teeth. I don't know if anyone else does that. You suck the tofu through your teeth. Oh, I'm hungry now. That shit's so good. But my favorite Filipino food in general is probably sisig with like slices of chili peppers and like sizzling hot, and then you crack a raw egg over the, oh my god, over the top of it. Oh, alright, now I'm hungry. But yeah, anyway. Next question is from Valentin. They call me Valentin. Where are the old videos? Oh, Valentin. They were reduced to atoms. You see, those videos were not edited by you, so they sucked, and I hate them. Next question. From Not Net Spendy. Do you ever plan on doing a face reveal? Also, I just wanted to say hi. You're one of my inspirations. It's very rewarding to hear someone say that, considering I'm also inspired by other YouTubers, and so that's really nice to hear. But in terms of a face reveal, it does make content creation easier. Like, since facial expressions make for pretty good comedy, like horror games would be funnier and all that stuff. But as of right now, no. Maybe in the future, but for now, I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with it. With 1,000 people seeing my face, that's kind of crazy. I'd rather remain, a cartoon character. I feel like that's what most of you guys are here for anyway. But if I had to give you a celebrity look-alike, I used to always get compared to, and I guess I still do, the person I look alike the most that people would know from like movies and stuff is Han Lue from Fast and Furious, the Fast and Furious series. Specifically how he looked in the first movie he shows up in, and in, I guess, the prequel, Better Luck Tomorrow. So watch that movie. Han Lue, Sung Kang is his real name. That guy looks similar to me. Like, I've had classmates and close friends and even family members say, holy shit, I didn't know you were in Fast and Furious. Oh my god. Can I just say, what you're seeing on screen right now is a masterpiece. Until I ink it. I actually destroy the shit out of this sketch. Oh, look at me ruin it. Live. In real time. It looks so bad. Whatever. Just don't worry about the inking. Just remember the sketch that came before. The sketch is so much better. Anyway, from Random Dev R2X. You should try Liquidators. Also, how do you draw so well? Well, clearly I don't draw well enough. Look how bad this is. Oh, what am I doing? I'm like butchering it every fucking stroke I do. Whatever. Liquidators looks really interesting. I googled it, and I'll check it out, and it might be a future video. I love stuff like that. Chernobyl stuff. Pretty cool. I'll check it out. I always love when you guys suggest me things, so keep that up. As for the drawing, I don't know. Me draw, me get better, but clearly not. Look at this. Look at me butcher it. Oh! From Bert Honerton. Why do you draw? Well, nowadays I kind of have to draw because I tell myself and Valentine that, oh, this bit's going to be animated, and then I overestimate myself, and so like I'm always rushing to get drawings out. Next thing you know, it's only one frame that I've done, and it's been 3 hours. But before it was very therapeutic, actually, but now it's the polar opposite. I draw because I have to. Back then I drew because it was the only thing I didn't have to do, but I was good at it. Next question comes from Just Ajiro. If content creation goes well for you, do you plan on doing it full time? Yes. In fact, I'm just waiting for my first paycheck so I can quit my job. Actually, That's irresponsible. I'm going to quit my job when YouTube is paying me roughly the same amount I'm earning at my actual work. So yeah, that's when I'll go full time. Next question comes from Beamed Man. Can you still speak Tagalog? Yes and no. You see, this is a very common dilemma for me. I left the Philippines when I was 7, and gradually I stopped speaking Tagalog altogether. I still remember how to speak it, but my vocabulary is stuck at the level of a 7-year-old. Now imagine that. So it's either don't speak it or speak like a 7-year-old. And to top it off, I'm not even Tagalog. I'm Kapampangan actually. So I'm not very good at it, basically. Also, this artwork you're seeing right now, peak. I fucking killed it with this one. Marvel Rivals art style, basically the Arcane art style, is so fun, dude. I had so much trouble at the start, but I figured it out, and I'm just proud of it. You guys should watch this. Like, let's ignore the questions real quick. I'm fucking killing it here. It's just the line art so far, but when I start rendering and I do like the colors, you'll see what I mean. Next question comes from Tired Boy Typo Guy. You get videos out so fast, yet they're always good. Is there a larger team working behind the channel, or is it just you and an editor? In brackets, P.S. Don't talk to minors, bro, I beg. I would never. I actually will never do that. But I understand the scrutiny YouTubers are under, so I get it. But I do have a girlfriend and a decently bright future ahead of me, so yeah. No way, man. But as of right now, it is just me and Valentin. But as soon as I'm able to support a larger team financially, I would like to get a secondary animator as well, helping me out. And also maybe a secondary editor that's kind of like assisting Valentin, so we can push out more videos every week. But as of right now, and probably for a long time, it's just me and him. From Real Big Boy Burger, why you built like that? Just kidding. What are your thoughts on the darker side of YouTube? In brackets, content farms, disturbing stuff. Does that change your view on the platform as a whole? Built like what? But yeah, definitely. That's the stuff I gotta watch out for, since I guess in a weird way the internet is my workplace. And a lot of fucked up shit happens constantly. But that's why I gotta make sure the audience I curate is made up of decent, like genuinely good people. The last thing I want is to have like the worst fan base on earth. I also need to not be the worst YouTuber on earth to not cultivate such a fan base. So, but I think we'll be fine. But yeah, as for the darker stuff, I just want to stay away from that, honestly. I just want to make my own stuff, and that's it, you know. And finally, this is the final question from NNZ. Are you a hater of all Marvel or just the MCU? Why do you hate the MCU? Well, this question comes from, I think, my first Marvel Rivals video, where I titled it MCU Hater Plays Marvel Rivals. Which, by the way, I know that Marvel isn't just the MCU. All I stated was that I am an MCU hater and I'm playing a Marvel game. I understand they're not the same thing. I understand that. Anyway, that's not what this person is asking. They asked, are you a hater of all Marvel or just the MCU, and why do you hate the MCU? I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Like, recently Marvel Rivals has forced me to look back on my childhood loving the MCU movies and loving the comics, and I rewatched my favorites: the Winter Soldier movie, Guardians of the Galaxy movies, Civil War, and then Infinity War and Endgame and all that stuff. And I rewatched it, and I think it still has that pull on me, you know. But the new movies are really not my thing. I mean, Guardians 3 is definitely right up my alley, so I'm not talking about that. I love that movie. But even like Deadpool and Wolverine, I have some gripes about, but it was alright. I mean, it's alright. So with the MCU, I'm a hater, but it's out of love, if you know what I mean. I loved the MCU as a kid. But as for the comics, so as for just Marvel, I never said I hated the comics. I just said I always preferred DC, which is okay. It's this thing called opinions. So, you know, don't go crazy. But if we're talking comics in general, like if we're talking about reading, right? I'd rather read manga. I'm not even a huge I'm not even a huge like comic book nerd to be like dying on this hill. So I'm just gonna say it straight up. If it comes to comic books, it's manga, or not even DC or Marvel. It's Hellboy, dude. I'd rather read Hellboy. So, bruh. And that's it for all the questions you guys had, and also all the art styles that I did. Look at them. Look at them all. Beautiful. You know what? Let's rank them. Best to worst. Let's do it. Or let's do worst first. I think the worst one has got to be the Berserk one. That one is buns. That one actually sucks so much. Oh, it's such a disrespect to Berserk and Miura. We won't count my art style because I wasn't trying to emulate anything. That's just me. I'd say second worst, regular show. God, that sucks. That could be from any. That doesn't even necessarily look like a regular show character, I guess, because they're mostly animals. But what the few humans that do exist, that doesn't even look like it fits in with the show. So I think that one's the worst one. It also sucks. Like, look at the rest. That one sucks. Next, I'd have to go Adventure Time. I mean, it looks like it's from Adventure Time, but it's also just not a good drawing. It looks like fan art from like 2010. After that, I'd say Naruto. It's just kind of bland, kind of basic. I could have tried harder. You can tell I was done with drawing, especially after the Marvel Rivals one. Because the Marvel Rivals one took me 3 hours to figure out how to do the coloring. So I just wanted to do an easy one, and I went for the Naruto manga style, which is very simple. Studio Ghibli, that shit is kind of ass. I don't even think he looks like he's from Ghibli. Whatever, that one sucks as well. Alright, it's down to my top 4. I'm gonna have to judge it based on how much they look like the actual art style. Like they would fit in with the show or game. I think the Soul Eater one does look like it's from Soul Eater, but it's also the worst drawing. Like, that hand's not great, so I'm gonna eliminate the Soul Eater one. After that, it's Atlas, only because the Scott Pilgrim one and the Marvel Rivals one actually look like they're from the thing that I took them from. Atlas does, kind of. It's top 3, you know, it's not bad, but Scott Pilgrim might take the cake. I don't know, it's a tie. I think that does look like a Scott Pilgrim character, but I also think my character design in general looks like it's from Scott Pilgrim. Marvel Rivals, not so much. Like, that doesn't look like a superhero. So I might have to go Rival second and Scott Pilgrim first. And there we have it. That's 10 art styles. That's a fuck ton of questions. My mouth's dry. My throat hurts. So I'm going to stop this. Goodbye.